Okay, we are live again today. We're back. We did some Hades earlier, but now we're back to start Doki Doki Literature Club. I am pretty excited to finally learn about this game. I've been aware of this game since it was brand new. I knew a lot of people that were really into it at the time. Sorry, I feel like I'm shouting. Let me just for a moment. Yeah, I feel like I knew a lot of people that were really into this game, and I feel like I've done a decent job avoiding spoilers over the years. I have. Okay, the main thing, or one of the main things I've seen, is that a character unalives themselves in game. And I don't know. The thing is, I don't remember which character it is. I believe it might have been one of the short-haired girls, but I don't actually remember. And I also don't know if that is like a guaranteed thing. As far as I know, I think this game is one of those games where it is based on your choices. So maybe that doesn't happen depending how you go. I haven't really played visual novels. So I haven't played many visual novels. I've only played one as far as I know, and that is Katao Shoujo, which is, in my opinion, peak. Yo, welcome back, Lynn. Welcome in. In my opinion, Katao Shoujo is a really good thingy. My friend sent me in that blind. And I was surprised by two things. One, how much I would enjoy it, and two, the fact that there was sexual content in that game, which I'm hoping this game doesn't have, because I don't know if that's allowed on stream. And now that I think about it, I don't know if I've ever seen someone stream this game, but it could be because it's old. I never got into Twitch until way after this game came out, so maybe people did stream it a lot back in the day. But yeah, hopefully there's not anything too graphic when it comes to like sexual stuff in this. I don't know if this is that type of game. It might not be. But Katara Shoujo did have like sex scenes in it, which you can toggle off, but on standard it's on. So when I did stumble into that first scene, I was like, holy, I was not prepared for this. Um but Katara Shoujo is a great read. And I'm gonna try not to compare this to it, because obviously they might not even be similar. I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. Um but that is the only visual novel that I've read as far as I can remember, at least. But I read through Katara Shoujo multiple times because you got different characters you can play through. Um and I believe I went through every character, I think, like over the years of knowing it. So yeah, that's the one spoiler that I've seen, that one character does unalive themselves, but I don't remember who it was. So it's not a complete spoiler, and I also think it is a possibility. It's not guaranteed to happen. Another spoiler, the other thing, which I'm not even sure if it's a spoiler or just a meme, or if it's like, I don't know. It seemed very odd, but basically it's to do, I'm not, wait, hold on, return. Can you see my mouse? You can see my mouse. I think it was to do with this girl, and I believe her name is Monica. I think one of the names was Monica. I think if I remember, I think this pink one is Saori, I think it's pronounced. Or was it the purple one that's Monica? Those are the only names I remember, I think. And I could be completely wrong. I might be lying, but I think those are the two names I remember. Cause I played this like a very little amount. Me and my friends were drunk when they were showing me this, and we were just reading along, but we didn't actually get far into it. Um, but yeah, I saw some weird shit with this character. I don't know if it's legit or not, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm pretty much going in almost entirely blind. Um, but yeah, bro, what the fuck? This ain't Halo unsubbed. Nah, maybe one day we play Halo again. But I don't know. I have almost no snacks left, Sag. Yeah, I'm sorry. When I saw that message, I was like, he's probably gonna run out by the time I'm back, because I had to go to the toilet. But yeah. Did you know I was a designer on this game? Pardon me. Oh, really? Is that so, Reese? I feel like you're cool. Well, no, I feel like I was gonna say I feel like you're calling cap there, but no, I was gonna say I feel like you're capping, so I'm calling cap, but my brain fried. I'm sorry. Check the credits. I'll see at the end of the game. And thank you for the free stream streak. I appreciate that. Um, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I don't really know. Oh, and forgive me. I'm not. Am I gonna try voice act? Probably not. I'm probably not going to. I can't change my voice. I have a deep monotone voice. It's probably not gonna happen. But yeah, let's jump in. You should. How am I meant to do a voice? Listen, if it was one female character, then maybe I could go for it, right? But it's the fact that no, that's not maths. What is the fact that 4/5 of the characters, because there's a guy who you play as, are female. So it's like, how am I meant to do this? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So if anyone watches the VODs of this, or if anyone wasn't here when I first explained it a few streams back, the reason I never end up playing this, even more so, was because when I downloaded it, Sean named the character gay, and I couldn't take it seriously at that point. So I stopped playing, and then I didn't know how to change it as well until I figured it out way later when I had to Google it. But yeah, we actually have a name now, so yeah. I'm gonna clip every one of them, don't worry. It's just gonna be the whole stream. Bro, check the credits. Is my alt name though? Okay, well, I'm not checking the credits, but we'll see. With no voice acting equals 3-hour stream. With voice acting equals 1.2 hours at best. Yeah, my voice is gonna be fucked if I do that as well. I can't. I'm trying to hype myself up to put the most silliest. It's gonna make me sound. I was gonna say it's gonna make me sound gay, to be honest, because I was gonna go like, hey, like I don't know. That's not even that different, but it's gonna be so fucking bad. By the end of the game, your voice is gonna be in shambles. I think even if I use my regular voice, this game is gonna take my voice away. Should I bring my microphone closer? I don't. Let me bring a bit closer. I don't know. Give me a sleigh. I can't. For fuck's sake. We'll give it a go for a little bit. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. Okay, so I remembered one name, but was it the right person? My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh, wait. On the game is fuck, it is frozen. Why is that? Hold on. Can I settings? Is it because I went full screen? Wait, so earlier when I said, can you see my arrow, could you just... No, you could see it. It was just... Yeah, never mind. That doesn't really look like proper full screen though. How do I fix that? Should I just leave it as this? Is that okay with the little blackness on the sides? But my bad. I think it's because it was full screen. Let me try full screen real quick. Let me just return. Oh no, it's working now. You can see it, right? Okay, that's weird. Maybe it's because I tabbed out when I first made it full screen. Um, I can't do feminine voices either. It's gonna be us. It's gonna be so bad, but you guys, I will try my best. Um, if it's okay, yeah, it's good. Lol, it fixed itself. I just put it back. I think it's because when I first made it full screen, I tabbed out initially. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Okay, see, I need to stop breaking immersion, but like, this is gonna be so weird doing this fucking voice. I can't do that high pitched. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided. Oh wait, I need to read the names. I'm too busy reading the thing. I'm not reading the names. I don't know why. I thought it was like Hades. I thought it was gonna show me, but I'm guessing I don't see me in this. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Kyoto. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard to not break the immersion. Listen, okay, I'm gonna tell you this now. If you want immersion, I have to read this in my normal ass voice. But if you don't care for immersion and you want the like soft voice, then I'm gonna keep bursting out laughing and interrupting. I'm just letting you know now. This is gonna be a blast to watch. It's not like I like you or anything, bro. Bro, the moment I read my name there, I was like, oh god, is there gonna be like a Kyoto-kun or something at some point? Like, is someone gonna be calling me that? And I have to read that in my soft ass voice I'm trying to do. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. It probably doesn't even sound that different. Whatever you say, Sayori. I feel like is it pronounced Sayori or am I meant to say Sayori? I feel like it's Sayori, but I don't know. Not the Kyoto senpai. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kyoto, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Damn, he's like me for real. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Hooray! Does it actually sound much different? Like, I know I'm trying hard to do this, but I feel like it's not too much different anyway. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head, it's different enough. Okay, well, I'm letting you know now. Odds are all 4 females are gonna sound exactly the same. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Wow, there's so many Sayoris. Because the females are the main characters, bro. I'm not the main character. I'm probably going to be irrelevant for a while. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sorry. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Pardon me. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Netsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this. So, I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Cursed with irrelevancy. Yeah, it'd be like that as a average male human being, you know? Sorry, that might be a bit extreme. That's probably not true. EDP cupcake? EDP, what is EDP? And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Damn. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Spits on the floor. Way to kill fucking up. Sorry. Way to kill the atmosphere. EDP, Cupcake, the pedo, made YouTube for a bit. Oh, I don't know who that is. I think you might have mentioned him before, but yeah, I don't usually talk, or well, I don't usually watch pedophiles as far as I'm aware. But I guess most people probably say the same thing until they find out that that person was indeed a pedophile. But yeah, I don't know. Ah, Kyoto. What a nice surprise. I'm trying to, sorry, as I'm reading this, I'm trying to think like how can I change this voice to make them distinct to the characters, but it hasn't come to me yet. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking? Oh, sorry. What are you looking at? should I do like a deep ass voice for her? She sounds like, sorry, not sounds like, but she seems like she's gonna hate my guts. Like she's, oh, Sone GL. Thank you for the follow. That's not the Sonne I know from Valorant, is it? I know Sonne is a common name. But that's not the Sonne I know by any chance, is it? I haven't spoken to you in a while. Yes? Wait, really? No way. Wait, Sonne, is that actually you? It's been a long time. Hi. It's been a very long time. Thank you for the follow and welcome in. I hope you enjoy my suffering with this reading. I'm trying so hard to do female voices, but my voice is too deep and monotoned that I'm struggling. I miss you guys. I miss you too, man. I've spoken to Dan about you a couple times. Like he tells me you've been doing good for yourself. I forgot. Was it Dubai? I think you said you moved. Well, he said you moved countries. That must have been exciting. That must have been really exciting. This is gonna be a good stream. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a great stream. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Netski. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Netski, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sorry, I paused for a second. My brain just... She popped up? Wait, no, that is Sayori. Fuck, I'm mixing them up already. Yeah, I moved out 2 years ago. I love the girly voice of yours. I'm trying so hard. It's not good. But that's cool. Congrats on moving out. Damn, it's been a long time since I've spoken to you then. Because even before that, I hadn't spoken to you in a while. It's as girly as a tractor. But I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been doing good. It's perfect. I'm jealous. Jealous? What do you mean? Sonne, I haven't spoken to you in years, but I know well enough that your voice sounds feminine enough for a girl. Like you don't need to be jealous of my disgusting female voice. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Netsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, that's her name. Okay, yeah, I forgot that one. The smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Netsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. I don't know how to differ the female voices. There's gonna be a challenge. It's great to see you again, Kyoto. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Kyoto. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I don't have a voice like that. Your voice was fine as far as I can remember. It's definitely more feminine than mine, to say the least. Are they gonna fight soon? I want to hear your angry girl voice. Oh my god. Dude, I didn't even think about like emotional moments like that, because I know this is gonna have some emotional moments, but I didn't even consider that. I'm already struggling just to speak normally for them, and yeah, if there's gonna be like a fight or something, like, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Let's hope I can keep the female voice all the way through this game. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cute cats. The cute was not there, but I defaulted to cute cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, she is that character. Oh my god. Reading her is gonna be so cringe for me. I'm sorry. What is it? The tsundere? She is the tsundere type girl, I think. I think that's the right one. Unless I'm mixing them up. Seeing this game again brings back memories. Yeah, this game... It's probably been out for at least a decade by now, right? Like, it's really old now. But I remember this game was so popular when it first came out. Like, everyone was talking about this. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, no, you. Dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hehehe. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. While tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made... Oh, sorry. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ahaha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! Sorry, that was so shit. We'll do our best. You know it. Fuck, I forgot there was 4 of them. Oh my god. I'm trying so hard to make them different. I think as I get more used to the personalities, I think maybe I can like make it a bit better. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. I can hear the voice breaking down already. No, I think what the issue is as well is the fact that I keep coughing in between. Like this cough hasn't gone away. I think that's really making it difficult as well. And that I'm trying not to laugh every second. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. Also, before I continue, I'm actually excited to see how the literature is. So when we did play this a little when we were drunk, we did like the first day, I think, of like, I forgot how exactly it is, but there's a unique system where you like choose the words and stuff, which I'm really excited for. I'm excited to see how that system works exactly, but I remember thinking it was cool when we did try it, but I don't really remember how exactly it was. So yeah, that's what I'm excited for this as well. So, Kyoto, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, so she's the weeb. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. I feel like, sorry, I know I'm interrupting again. I feel like every weeb has had that moment in life, at least multiple times, where you've heard a stranger, or maybe not a stranger, but someone who you don't usually talk to, mention anime or something, and you just perk up and you really want to like comment on what they're talking about and like join the conversation. But you're usually too shy, or at least for me, I'm usually too shy to do that. It depends who it is. But like, it's usually a stranger in these scenarios. Because obviously you know your friends are into it or not into it. But yeah, I related to that a little too hard. Not much. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Sorry, pardon me. Another thing I want to say is I kind of like that the main character is also very similar to me in the sense that they don't really read. It kind of just makes it even more like immersive and relatable. Which I think is kind of, they knew what they were doing with that, because I feel like that's the average person, right? I feel like it's more so people don't read than people are heavily into reading. Or maybe that's wrong, I don't know, but I feel that way. Yes, word soup. A lot of people don't really read. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. Okay, I think with Monica, I need to do a not so gentle voice. I feel like she feels more confident while Yuri is more shy. I think I need to somehow change that a bit. Like Yuri, I think needs to be the softest voice I've got. I guess you could say that I read that, sorry. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, She's a pussy like me, is what she's saying. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori... Jesus Christ, my throat. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I don't know if I know this word, if I'm being serious. Saddles? I don't know. I'm not cute. Natsuki? Jesus Christ. Sorry. Oh, my throat. I don't really read, and while I may want to try at some point, I don't really have that much time. I try to like I buy books that I think would be something I'm interested in, and I do try to make time for it, but I really just don't. But I do have a few things to read. And even though I bought the second chapter to that romance comic I'm reading, I checked it recently, and the third chapter is coming out like the beginning of next month, so I need to read that at some point as well. But yeah, I've got a few books I need to start. Yuri Soft, Monica Rough, Natsuki Sharp, and Sayori. I feel like Sayori is kind of meant to be. I feel like wait, no, sorry. No, sorry. Natsuki, who I'm thinking of. I think Natsuki is kind of like high pitch and kind of sharp. Like she's got the energy in her voice. I feel like Sayori's also got energy, but it's kind of like a more softer energy. I feel like, if that makes sense. It's hard. It's hard to like figure out. Finally, a coffin stream. Thank you for this. I may die at peace now. Shut up, bro. What the hell? Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get along a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Sorry, I realized I misread midway and I fucked up the end because of it. Isn't that right, Kyoto? I'm fucking up Monica's voice the most, I've noticed as well. I need to get that locked down. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. I might need to get a drink. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... I'm trying so hard to make that as high pitch and also kind of just funny as possible, but I fucked that one up. I think the first one was better. Kyoto, you're... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Damn, he folded so easily. But honestly, as a teenage boy, I probably would have done the same. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Instantly folded based. Honestly though, this club for me personally, I don't know if it would have, maybe it would have interested me as a teenager because I did like literature, but I don't know if I would have, like, if clubs were a thing in school, in thingies, like in English school. I don't know about other countries. I know Japan it's big, but when I think about it now, because I do write poetry sometimes, I'm really into poetry, but whenever I wrote a poem, it's usually when I've been going through my, like, emotions of some type, and usually, like, fucking 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the process. So, like, I don't think I could purposely be in a club. Like, it would be very difficult, at least at first anyway, because, like, whenever I have tried to sit down and write a poem intentionally, it just doesn't happen. Nothing ends up being produced. Like, it's really bad. Like, I have to be in my feels to pull it off. Hence why I've only got, like, a handful of poems. I would have joined something like this, to be honest. I think as a teenager, I might have. Because I did like literature when I was in school. But, yeah. And it feels like with 4 cute girls as well, then I probably would have been even more, like, folded, like, as a teen. I'm not even gonna act like I wouldn't have been. Thanks, I guess. For me, this issue is I use very few words at any time I write. When you mean very few words, like, you mean you keep it short regardless of what it is you're writing, or like your vocabulary is like limited? I think for me, my vocab isn't like the greatest. It's probably pretty bad, to be honest. But like, yeah, I do try to mix it up, but I just don't think I know enough to mix it up, like, well, I don't know. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kyoto, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Ehehehe. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Yeah, that would be me for real, bro. Anxiety is a bitch. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Netsuki clean up their food. Hey, Kyoto, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I mean, you're neighbors, right? That'd be awkward if I said no. Like, that'd be pretty fucked up too, to be honest. Yay! these little one-liners I do so bad. I can't help but laugh. Yeah, just keep it short, even if I have a rich vocabulary. I know a lot of words, both in English and Romanian, but I have a hard time not using the least amount of words possible, right? You're kind of like, you just get straight to the point. I think for speaking, I think that's an okay thing to do. Like, it's good to just get to the point. I don't mind that. Pardon me. But obviously with writing, they expect you to not do that, I guess. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Sorry, one more thing. If I remember correctly, when we did play this a little, I think I was more interested in Yuri. But also Natsuki because I knew she was the weeb. Like, that was the main reason. Her personality, not so much, but I was leaning more towards her, I think, at the time. But I'm curious to see where I will go this time around, assuming it is like a choice-based thing, because I don't know if it is. I'm only assuming that because there's multiple characters and there's the other thingy I read, Katara Shoujo, which was like that. That's like the #1 thing I'm trying to improve at. Anyway, back to the girls. What, trying to improve on not keeping things short. I mean, with writing, I think it is an important thing to like work on for sure. Yeah. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh, right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, the little chibi. Wait, one of them's missing. Is it Monica? Monica's missing. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I see. So if I want to target someone, I gotta think about their personalities. So I don't know if I'm gonna target anyone. I might just choose. Oh. Zemanuel333. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna focus someone at the moment. For now, I think we might choose randomly and just see where the story goes. However, if we were to focus someone, we know that Yuri is currently interested in horror. She said she also likes fantasy worlds, which honestly is something I like as well. So maybe we'll go for Yuri actually anyway. I think that's why I was more interested in her, because she likes fantasy. We know Natsuki is the weeb of the group. She likes anime. Oh, and poems as well, which I guess is what we're all doing. Hi, I love this game. Yuri is beautiful. They all seem like really nice characters. If I'm going based on appearance, I think Yuri is my favorite. She also reminds me of Hanako from Katara Shoujo as well. They both got purple hair and they both have similar personalities so far. Maybe not all the way, but so far they've got similar personalities. But yeah, this is my first playthrough, so I don't really know what's gonna be going on. But yeah, we don't know too much about Sayori, I don't think. Did she say what she likes? I don't know if she did. We might not know that yet, and I don't think we know Monica's either. But for now, maybe we'll go for Yuri, or maybe we'll keep it random. I don't know. I choose 20 words. Damn. Wrath, sunset, bubbles, comfort, poof, tears, beauty, whistle, clumsy, heartbeat. Heartbeat's calling to me. Lost, sweet, landscape, eternity, vertigo, broken, memories, hopeless, crimson cage. Memories and eternity are both calling to me. I think we'll go eternity. Anxiety, lollipop, amazing, Doki Doki. I don't know what that means. Cloud, sensation, party, nibble, headphones, judgment. Should I just go Doki Doki for the title? I feel like that's what everyone would probably choose, right? We'll go Doki Doki. I don't know what that means. Tenacious, deaf, lazy, special, vanilla, meager, lipstick, essence, after image, insight. We're going after image just because it made me think of anime. Candy, depression, forgive, uncanny, waterfall, captive, hop, flower, contamination, bunny. Let's go contamination. Bed, play, fluffy, dream, milk, question, jump, kawaii, mouse, loud. Let's get a bit cute as well. Flying, incapable, treasure, scars, agonizing, precious, cute, romance, friends, hair. Let's go scars. Peace, alone, boop, cheer, family, cry, together, marriage, extreme, atone. Let's go atone. Effulgent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what this word means. Anyone knows what this word means? Aura, ambient, puppy, raindrops, unending, anger, variance, festa, vacation. They're the scariest game I ever played in my life. um, I'm hoping that's a joke, but please be careful what you say though, because I am going in completely blind almost. So please, I want to like keep it as blind as possible. When you select a word, look at the girl in the corner. No, I noticed they're having reactions, but I'm trying not to like go for anyone specific quite yet. He's gonna get it eventually. He's not a fan of Baxi and even just small tips. Yeah. But no, I noticed the reactions. I know like Yuri's popped up quite a bit, and I think they popped up like once or twice. So does anyone know what effulgent means? Shall I quickly Google it? Let me Google this. I should know what I'm doing. Effulgent meaning shining brightly, radiant. Okay. Radiant. Yeah, we can go with effulgent. Disarray. Wait, why are the letters highlighted though? Now that I noticed that. Disarray, unstable, pleasure, excitement, sing, adventure, climax, massacre, fireworks, shiny. I feel like we just did shiny, right? Like the radiant, effulgent. So maybe something different. Climax. Wow, we're getting Yuri a lot. I backseated once. I am now a resident of his basement. The game first. Oh shit! Sorry, hold on. Wait, what are we on? Inferno? No, the words are different. Okay, I guess I can't go into settings. Why can't I go into set? Oh wait, I am in settings. Hold on. It should fix now. Yeah, sorry about that. I guess when I'm full screen, I can't tab out. That really sucks. Because I know I'm probably gonna be googling a lot of words in this game. Hope, grief, childhood, vivacious, like that. I'm not sure what that means. Infinite, charm, fireflies, inferno, frightening color. Let's go fireflies. Holiday, skipping, summer, sugar, swimsuit, existence, calm, misery, embrace, heart, existence, vibrant, whisper, melancholy. Sorry, did I read that right? Melancholy, yeah, wonderful, imagination, daydream, chocolate, destiny, rain cloud, blanket. Imagination, melody, intellectual, vivid, lucky, socks, entropy, incongruence, another word I'm not familiar with, time, secretive, happiness. Let's go time. Oh my god, we're getting Yuri so much. Passion, defeat, fantasy, shame, kiss, games, unrequited, infallible, rose, twirl, shame, vitality, disaster, empty, sparkle, skirt, strawberry, love, shopping, nightgown, disown. Disown, explode, cheat. Sorry, that I was not expecting that. Explode, cheese, despise, sadness, music, kitty, extraordinary, promise, sunny, fun, explode, joy, heaven sent, fickle, whirlwind, universe, philosophy, journey, giggle, desire, smile, universe. Oh my god, yeah, we're definitely getting Yuri, it seems. Playground, hurt, unrestrained, warm, graveyard, peaceful, silly, Valentine, papa, disorientated. Wait, disoriented? Disoriented. No, disoriented. Hurt. I've noticed, I think she's into the darker stuff. I think some of the like more sad words, like miserable stuff, I think she's into. Dazzle, covet, pure, marshmallow, feather, uncontrollable, sticky, dance, determination, rainbow. I am determined. Wow, we got so much Yuri. That's actually insane. That is very weird. At least we know why. Yeah, I feel like because there was a couple other words I wanted to Google there, but I didn't end up doing it because I don't want to keep changing the settings. I think I might have to switch it so it's windowed. I know there's a little bit of like darkness on the edges, but I might have to do it because I'm probably going to be Googling a lot of words. Hi again, Kyoto. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I can Google them if you want to. Nah, I'll do it. It's unless it being windowed is like it bothers you guys a lot. I don't mind too much, but I know usually people prefer full screen. But if it's quick for you, like I don't know, if you're watching on like your PC, I guess you could just quickly copy paste the meaning into the chat. It's up to you though. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kyoto. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Nah, I'm on mobile, but I can slap a summary quick for 1 to 2 words. Oh yeah, I mean, if you know it off the top of your head, like a similar word to just compare it to, that's fine as well, yeah. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kyoto always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. I feel like I've fucked up the voices again. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? Oh, sorry. How come you and Kyoto can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know. I need to get her voice right. It's fucking annoying me. I'm doing it bad. I'm doing it just as soft as Yuri, and Yuri needs to be the softest. Oh, wait. Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Oh, fuck, I done it. Okay. What is it? Do better? I'm trying so hard. I need to slow it down as well, I think. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I'm butchering this so bad. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read it. Sorry that it wasn't there. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is first time? What do you mean first time? And welcome in, Vin. Also, this voice is Pug. Dude, I'm trying so hard to do a different female voice for all the girls. The way I've got it so far is Yuri is the softest because she's shy. Monica is kind of meant to be not necessarily deep, but a bit deeper because she seems like a more confident girl. Netsuki is trying to be high pitch as well, but also like energized, while Sayori is meant to be soft but energized. I don't know. I'm trying, okay? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. It's getting bad at least. I feel like it's gotten worse. I feel like when we first started, I was in the zone, but we stopped for the words. I'll be lurking. This is great background noise. Well, thank you for the lurk. And honestly, this is the perfect game for background because it's mostly just reading. I'm basically reading a book to you guys. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Even the narrator is female? No, I gone done goofed. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Wow, she got a whole fresh book so they could have something in common. You gotta respect that effort. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably won't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. She bought the book specifically for me, right? I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Also, sorry, it just dawned on me. I wonder if these are actual books that they're gonna be referencing in the story, or if it's just made up books for the sake of the story. I'm kind of curious about that. I'm obviously not gonna know any of them because I don't read often, but yeah. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kyoto? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they are made out to be the naive one for letting the one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I start to yap. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Yeah, she's like me for real, bro. She be yapping. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Yeah, bro, just don't spoil anything, Yuri. No idea, probably made up, to be honest. Oh, the books, yeah. The yap duo, let's go. I think I am gonna end up getting Yuri. Just judging by the amount of words she reacted to at the beginning on the first literature thingy, the poem, it makes me think that Yuri has more in common with me personally, with the words that resonate, I guess. But who knows? It's very early. It might change. It's a literature club after all. That's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ahaha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I don't think there's a wrong choice in the girls. No, I know for a fact it's not gonna be that way. I know these like visual novels. I've only read one, but I've heard about others. and they're usually always like bangers. And Doki Doki was so huge when it first came out that I know for a fact every character's story is probably gonna slap. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who I get, and I guess maybe if there is multiple character like stories like playthroughs, I guess we'll probably stream this more than once. Maybe not immediately after like the first story I go through, but sometime in the future after, maybe. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry, I knew that was coming. I mean... Hey, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Ah, you're back? I am back, and we are starting Doki Doki. It's pretty fun so far. I'm enjoying it. I've been excited to get into this story. It is killing my voice though. It is not my voice, my throat, my throat. But yeah, just in time for greatness. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Hair. Oh. I like that the art switches up. It's not just constantly like point blank characters. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. Fuck, I think I double clicked there. Can I go back? Did I double click? History? Hold on. Oh, okay, no, I didn't double click. I did, but I don't think it registered. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I mean, that's a very intimate way to read a book, to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen people read a book together like that. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Kyoto, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Oh, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I actually forgot there was other people in the room. Notice me, Kyoto senpai. What is that emote? Sorry. A gasm emote. Okay, that distracted the hell out of me, Voltron. First it was the Kyoto senpai, and then I processed the emote in my mind, and I was like, what the hell? He dug a hole and called the hole cute. Yeah, he had a nice save there. Sorry. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? I can feel my throat going. The pain is already there. I'm so sorry, guys. You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Sorry. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Like saving your phone from falling by kicking it mid-air. Yeah, I guess so. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Back in a bit, Lin, you're in charge? Alright, Voltron. See you soon. I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Yeah, she looks like she would have neat handwriting. But honestly, I feel that way about most girls. I feel like girls tend to have neater handwriting than boys. But if any of them had bad handwriting, I'm gonna guess it's either Sayori or Natsuki. But probably Sayori, because she's a bit of an airhead. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh, I choose. We're talking to Yuri a lot. Or do you... I was gonna say, I'm talking to Yuri a lot. Maybe we should stick with her for this chapter. But then I was gonna say maybe you guys want to choose, but you guys have played it. Or I know Lynn's played this. So maybe I shouldn't let you guys choose. Let's focus on Yuri for now. I am enjoying Yuri a lot. Yuri really reminds me of Hanako from Kitara Shoujo, and it's funny as well because at first it was appearance based and like the shyness, but I also just remembered that in Kitara Shoujo, Hanako was a heavy reader. Like she actually was someone who was constantly reading books, so they have that in common as well. I forgot a lot of things about this game, like a whole lot. Alright, in that case, Lynn, I'll let you have this first pick. Do we stick with Yuri for this chapter? Or do we go for someone else to initially show the poem? There's very few things I can even spoil about, let alone give you any tips or anything like that. Hold on. My mom wants to know something. Go with Monica? Okay. Just bear with me for a second. This gives my throat a moment to rest because there's been a couple moments where my throat has been hurting already. It's actually so bad. Reasoning, why not? First thing that came to mind. No, I'm okay with that because I am curious about Monica. I am actually pretty curious about her because of the things I saw many years ago. But I don't know if it's like... Bro, I don't even know what the fuck I saw, if I'm being real. Premarital subcultural culture M. I pay for the most expensive of viewers, bro. I don't need your cheap kind. Has that frozen again? I'm gonna click Monica because I tabbed that. Hold on. I don't know. You can see the mouse, but I think I don't know. No, you can't see. Okay. That's rather annoying. Wait, maybe if I change the scene. Sorry, I just capture any full. Well, we already have something like that. Okay, leave this as it is. Actually, let's hide it. Sorry, I know I'm full screen stuffs and then Doki Doki. Yo, what's up, Jack? Bro's too old for this game. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how late I'm playing this. You're absolutely right. I should start with Monica. Is this working now? Yeah, it's updating. Okay, I just changed it to full screen applications now, so I should be able to tab out easy. How have you been, dude? I hope you're doing well. Bloody nonce. How are you calling me a nonce? Bro, chill. It's not that deep. My guy comes in my chat for the first time in ages and calls me a nonce. That's crazy. And it's funny as well because this seems to be like the most hyped people have been for a new game in a while. Like everyone has been excited to see this on stream. Sorry, GG. But I hope you're doing well, Jack. I hope you've been doing good. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. I'm here to ground you, Chief. Yeah, good man. Bro, I don't need grounding. I'm not... These are little anime girls. Like, come on. How little do you think of me? My guy said I need grounding. That's crazy, bro. Kyoto's getting cancelled soon. Go back to Halo. Do a fucking Halo playthrough. Oh my god, let's run it back. Reach Legendary. I don't have Reach on on PC. Do I even have Master Chief Collection on PC? I don't even know. But why is it I've had 2 people come in my stream and say this isn't Halo? What is going on? Why are people craving Halo? Okay, Jack, prepare for the most legendary voice acting you've ever seen or heard. Hi, Kyoto. Fuck me. The laughing has hit me hard. Oh, deep breaths. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Nah, fuck off, stop. Listen, bro, if you want to be here, you gotta tolerate it. They requested this. Lynn and... Well, I think it might have just been Lynn. But they requested it. Vin was enjoying it. So, you gotta accept it. You gotta accept it. I don't want to be doing this, but they asked for it. And I'm trying my best to deliver. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahahaha. Don't worry, Kyoto. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica on my poem. Great job, Kyoto. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ahahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. T54 Red, welcome in. So who am I dating? I've literally just started the game, so I have no idea. I'm going in as blind as possible as well. So we will see. We must persevere. No, we must continue. Low-key, I might bust. Hey, yo! Chill. Your hands better be far away from your waist and below, bro. Your hands better be in the fucking sky right now. What the hell? Please, Kyoto, it's all over the screen. What the fuck, you two? Yo, you guys are wild. Imagine your mom is listening through the door. Trust me, bro. She's probably been hearing me, and she's probably heard worse as well. And I have already thought about that 5 times through this stream. Wonder what she thinks. I don't know. I'll explain later to her. But I'm not even joking. I have thought about that at least 5 times in this first stream already. At some point, they will probably walk in my room in one of these streams and see that I'm reading some anime or waifu novel, I guess. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. I'm excited. Ooh. You better have different accents lined up for different characters. I mean, I've been trying to like make the female voices different. I had a moment where I was locked in and I think I was doing pretty good, but I've kind of lost it now because my throat's getting sore. But I am trying to make the girl voices different to say the least. The guy, I'm just talking as me. And same with narrator because the narrator is the guy essentially. But yeah, I'm trying to change the girl voices, and as far as I know, there isn't any other characters, but I'm guessing there probably will be side characters that come into play. So that might be tough as well. But hopefully male characters. Give me a second male character, please. I will do my best to mix it up with that. Next girl, I want a bubbly bitch accent. Bubbly bitch accent. But that needs to be the personality though. Because so far they all seem nice. Like if one of them, well, Natsuki might be a bit on the bitchy side, but I don't know. Anyway, let's read this. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle this handwriting protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Okay, sorry. This is her poem. I know this is her poem. But is this based on the words that I chose? I thought my poem was going to be based on the words I chose. So some of this reminded me of the words I chose. So maybe I shouldn't know that yet. Click outside poem area to continue. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of that. It was okay. Blames it on the handwriting. No, the handwriting was a bit too cursive, I think. Like, it was too fancy. I'm also illiterate. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Hahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, okay, I choose who's next. Jack, I let Lynn choose the first choice. You choose the next choice. Who are we going for? Skill issue. Monica, that shit sucks. You're better to write about real struggles like the class divide. Okay. Wait. Who's who? Yuri is the purple girl who has long hair, who's shy. Natsuki is the pink one, I think. The one that's like, it's not like I like you or anything. And then Sayori is your neighbor, your close friend from childhood. Natsuki cute, Yuri hot, Sayori airhead. Yuri, yeah, I guess that's accurate, yeah. Natsuki, okay. Bully that bitch. Wait, why am I bullying her? Hell yeah. Hell no. Oh, wait. Oh no, hell yeah to Natsuki and then hell no to bullying her. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. Sorry, that made me remember something Sean used to say a lot back then. Sean, I don't know if he got it from this or something else. I need to ask him when I speak to him next. For some reason, Sean used to say, well, excuse me, princess. And I don't know what that's from. I don't know if I ever knew. Maybe I've forgotten. But I remember when we read this, when we first like read it together, we were a little bit drunk. I remember him saying that. I'm almost certain he said that at that line. But yeah, and just to be clear, I haven't read this whole thing. We barely made any progress. Like, we're almost probably where I was before. But yeah, I think I remember that phase maybe. Yeah, he used to say it a lot. But I don't remember what it's from. But that shit was so funny. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Damn, wait, that's deep. I kind of feel like that's a banger, no? Was that not a pretty good poem? I definitely like that more than Monica's. That was pretty deep. Maybe fuck this bitch, waterboarder. Yo, I didn't ask to see her. That's class, actually. Well said, Natty. Damn, yeah, that hits. Yeah, no, that's definitely best poem so far. Obviously, we've only seen 2, but that shit slaps. Why do you hate her so much? Jack, chill, bro. She's just a little girl. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Which is actually funny because I'm loving this. I thought that was great. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So please don't even take my writing seriously. Oh, sorry. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I misread that so hard. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. What did yours say? I don't think I've seen my poem yet, I don't think. I hope I get to see it because I am, like, you know, I'm curious. Pardon me. Next game, Katara Shoujo. I was talking about Katara Shoujo at the start of this. I've actually played through it on every character. Pardon me. Katara Shoujo is a goated read. It's really good. And I actually do have that on my PC. Maybe if people are curious about it who haven't read it before, I could read it and let them choose. That would actually be fun, letting them choose the decisions, because I've played through it at least once for each character. So yeah, that would be really cool actually. Maybe we do that, because I do have that on my PC. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Yeah, censored version 100%. I can't stream that. I can't stream that if I don't censor it. Don't want to be seeing bits. Yeah. I was saying about that earlier, Jack, that when Sean showed me Katara Shoujo and got me reading it, I went in blind and he never told me about that. So when it suddenly did happen where like they were fucking, I was just like so surprised, especially because of the person I got, which is crazy, by the way. First time losing your virginity, and the first thing they did was they went straight to anal. I was just jaw dropped, bro. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, we won't talk more about that. That shit was what. Don't want to be seeing bits, bro. Sean causes so much. He got me to read it too. Yeah, honestly, a lot of the really good shit that I've played or read or whatever is usually because of Sean. Sean just knows like the good stuff. I don't know how he finds out, but he knows. And I chose Burn Victim, Hanako. I was saying Yuri in this reminds me of Hanako. Every time I played it, I kind of just went randomly based on whatever, and then after the first one, I kind of tried to focus avoiding who I've already had. But Hanako was one of my favorites. I think Hanako and Lily were like my favorites in that game. Okay, back to this. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, who's next? Anyone, whoever says it first is gonna be... Yuri? Yuri it is. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Oh yeah, Jack, you weren't here, but when I was choosing my words, Yuri seemed to had most like reactions to the words I was choosing. Like her little thing was popping up the most. So I'm expecting she's gonna enjoy it a lot, maybe. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Oh, sorry. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha ha ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant... Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Wait, I missed a bunch of messages. Yuri, Euro, Bakeo, Euro, bitch. She just wants to plagiarize. Wait, what? However you spell. Your poem definitely involves misogynistic tendencies. How you believe women shouldn't be able to write. Wait, when did I say that? And she agrees. Oh yeah, when did I say that? Yuri smells. Okay, I read this, which itself is kind of funny. Wow, man, Kyoto. That's not a true quote. I've never said that. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, this handwriting. Ghost under the lights. Or should I read it in her voice? Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was a bit hard to read. Is it cursive? What is it called? This handwriting, bro. I don't know. Um, that poem was okay. I didn't really feel anything with that poem, but I feel like it's because I was trying so hard to just read it successfully. Um, I don't think it's bad or anything though, but I don't know. I don't really feel any way about that. Bro, this is us. It's deeply basic. Oh, okay. So you're both kind of in a similar state as well. Yeah, I didn't really feel any way about that. Imagine, sorry, I just pictured because you said it's us and I said I didn't really feel away and Lynn called it basic. I just imagined the main character just ripping it in front of her, just ripping that shit in half, and then scrunching it up afterwards. Yo, what's up, Reese? Welcome back. Turn this shit off or I'm unsubbing immediately. What do you mean? I thought you was hyped for this. You said you were hyped for this. Don't you know? Don't I know what? If it's a spoiler, then don't say, but I don't know. Not bad per se, but not very thought-invoking. Yeah. I didn't really have anything to think about, and I didn't really feel anything either. Me and Lynn joined the Literature Society, and we have written many, many poems. Oh, I see. Okay, you should post them in the Discord server. Let me give them a read. You guys have homeworks. We're doing the literature club. You have to write a poem. I won't say by tomorrow because that's kind of crazy. Maybe by like next week. What day is it today? Like Wednesday. By next Wednesday, that is your homework. Everyone has been in the stream. Not me though, because I'm blessing you with my voice acting. And my throat is actually getting fucked up, bro. I'm definitely gonna lose my voice. If I stream this shit every day, I'm gonna lose my voice. Next gen novelist saying I hate literature is pretty funny. Kind of iconic as well. Yeah, my latest backshot master poem is a masterwork. TBM was a 7 out of 10 at best. TBM? Wait, what is TBM? My latest, the backdoor bamboozle. Oh my god. Why is it backdoor related? What is wrong with you both? TBB was a touch better, but fairly generic. Oh, he's talking about the poems. Okay, I see. So you've read them before, Reese. I see. The third act fell flat and had some pacing issues. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. No, the handwriting's not terrible. It's just for me personally, when handwriting's really neat, it kind of makes it hard to read when it's really neat. And I know that sounds kind of backwards, but I'm telling you, it's a real thing. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, I just don't know how to read. Sorry, I'll stop being dumb. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Wait, did I skip something there? Where did that come from? Something easy to digest, I suppose. Oh, okay, that was just random, I guess. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kyoto. Oh, okay, he's on about the poem. I didn't really think about a ghost. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about when I read that, if I'm being honest. Kanye writes better. No, you need to animeify this more for maximum immersion. I'm more focused on sounding feminine, but I guess I can try. I think for Natsuki, I will try and anime it because she is the one that's into like anime and manga. But for the others, I want to try and make them sound a bit normal because I feel like this isn't meant to be anime. Maybe. My immersion is breaking, and when my immersion breaks, so does my subscription. Hey, yo, chill. I'm sorry. I gotta read chat sometimes, though, you know? I can't just neglect you guys. Ghost of the present, ghost of the future. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot about that. My memory's not as good as yours. That whole poem is already deleted, bro. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kyoto. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I 100% did. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Oh no, that's bad. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Hey. Sorry, I said that so dumb. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kyoto. Ah, me too. What are you guys saying? He misses every point, hence why I always smoked him on Reach and That is cap, bro. I was the best player at Reach worldwide. No one was better than me at that game. Halo Reach was the best game I was ever good at on any game overall. Like, or any PvP game at least. We can't really compare it to solo games. I was a fucking monster on Halo Reach. Honestly, sorry, I know this is fucking up the immersion, but Halo Reach was my peak years in gaming. I think I'll never get as good as that in any game. Poets are literally the laziest writers. Damn. Why do you feel that way? Damn, I hit that right on the head. Ghost of the past. Tyler, that was erotic. Oh, I name dropped. Nah, people know my name. It's all good. And I'm not trying to do it erotic. I'm really not. I'm just, my voice is fucked, bro. Bro, you were cracked. I was close second. No, Jack, you were sick as well. Don't get me wrong. But I honestly, that's the game I was most built different on. And it's sad that, like, I'm not like that with other games. Because I just spent so much time on that game. Like, every day, I was banging out Reach. Like, I was actually disgusting. But Jack, you were cracked as well. We used to fucking murder lobbies, bro. Because they're lazy. No, but why do you feel like they're lazy? Because I don't really view poets as lazy. The voice is not erotic. It's eroding. Yeah. Yeah. Because they are. Oh, okay. I guess Sayori might be, I might have to anime her up as well. I feel like she would actually probably have an anime voice too. But I don't really know how to do that. Unless the words are there to make it sound anime, but I don't know. Natsuki, I feel like is the easiest to anime it up. This is a good poem, Kyoto. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kyoto. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people... Sorry, I messed that up so bad. That's something that only really good people do. Reading is hard, bro. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine... Oh wait, let me read it in a voice. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry, it's the same thing what Netsuki said about how the last line you expect it to rhyme, but it doesn't end up rhyming, and it ends up just being completely random. That shit got me so hard, bro. Nah, that's a goated poem as well. Peak poetry. It is. Like, no, sorry, I think Netsuki's was my favorite still, but but that ending was phenomenal. Like, at first I was like, I was thinking it's okay. It's kind of cute, I guess. But that ending got me so good. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Sorry, let me read chat. Because you just need to add a sprinkling of senpai, a touch of uru, and a topping of butt. Nah, I'm not gonna say that stuff randomly. If it's actually like dialogue, then obviously I'll put the anime into those words. But yeah, I'm not just gonna randomly be saying that. Unless maybe sometimes as a joke, I don't know. We did do it once earlier, I think. The layers is crazy. It's gonna go over so many people's heads. I got all the layers. Breakfast. That's literally me. The layers. The layers probably did go over my head, but that breakfast just made me laugh so hard. I'm so sorry. I'm a simple guy. I'm an airhead as well, bro. I want breakfast is actually insane. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Monica Posey, welcome in. So you decided to broadcast my club on Twitch. I'm thrilled. It pleases me that you decided to show it to everyone. If you need advice, opinion, I'm here to help you. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we got a hardcore fan here. First of all, welcome in. Second of all, the way I am as a streamer, I will ask questions and stuff, but please do not answer them. It's more so just me thinking out loud so you guys know, like, where my train of thought is. If I do want something from you guys though, like advice or just whatever, I will say like specifically like, okay, you can tell me this, like, but thank you for asking first. Thank you for asking instead of just like, you know, spoiling stuff, because this is my first playthrough. And I am like completely blind almost. Hardcore fan. You don't believe your sweetie president? Okay. Forgive me, President Monica. Also, sorry, I wanted to point out, This game has brought in the most first-time chatters that any game has probably ever done in the whole run, and we're only on the first stream, so that's actually impressive. No. Sorry. Oh, deep breath. Just a little bit. I've lost the voice. I've lost the voice completely. I gotta lock in. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Or at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? Bro, sorry. I just realized. Could you imagine I was in this situation in real life and I read Breakfast and I start pissing myself laughing like I did? How would that person take it? How would they take that? Like, I just read your poem that you're like very scared to like share. And as I finished reading it, I burst out laughing. Like, oh, I'm so glad I'm not in this situation in real life, because I would feel like such an asshole. Like, I would feel so bad. Nah, Twitch, yeah, it's actually quite ridiculous. Wait, who else came in? I didn't see them. There's been a few first messages, but once we warned them about backseating and stuff, they kind of disappeared. Maybe my voice acting wasn't good enough, or maybe they wanted to backseat. I don't know. Maybe they're lurking. I don't know. But we've had a few first timers. Hopefully they're still chilling. But if not, you know, it is what it is. Maybe my voice acting scared them away. Another guy with Monica profile picture and banner left almost immediately. Oh, was it his picture as well? I mean, these are definitely like big fans of the game. I'm not surprised. I've heard good things. And I imagine there's not too many people streaming this now. It's a pretty old game, so I don't know. Maybe it's tough to find streamers playing this. I was right to push for this game to be streamed. Yeah, honestly, I'm having a great time. I'm really loving it as well. And you guys seem to be enjoying it as well. Damn, you laughing at our hunger? That's hard work, bro. It's not even that. It's just the element of surprise and the fact that Natsuki was just talking about that exact thing. Okay, let me lock in. I need to chill. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. Yeah, see, he knows. Even the main guy knows, bro. I just remembered that fucking meme, bro. Wait, the video. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Breakfast. I fucked it. I did. There's a breakfast meme. I forgot the fucking context of that. It's just, I think it's just the way he says it. But oh my god, oh shit, man! I haven't had to laugh this hard in so long. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh. Don't do that. Don't do the Stitch emo. Allow me, man. Let me enjoy myself. Oh man, I've got tears in my eyes. It's so funny as well because it wasn't actually that funny. It's just the way I took it. Oh my god. Okay, dude, I'm sweating so much. I'm in my hoodie and the laughing is just making me get so hot and flustered. Nah, it's defo funny. It is. Doki Doki broke it. Well, outside the first playthrough and maybe like a couple more, that's it. No more streaming. No, we'll keep going. Sorry, I'm so sorry. This is probably exactly why the first time chatters aren't sticking around. They're probably like, this guy is fucking annoying, bro. Like, I'm so sorry. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip. I saw Lynn's comment. So people watch this guy? Like, yeah, that's probably what they're thinking. I guarantee you at least one of them was thinking that. It's bad to skip breakfast. Sorry, I need to take a deep breath. I don't know why, but that really helps. Oh my goodness. Oh well, Doki Doki belongs to us now. Bro, you could all give up on me here. I would keep going because this shit is entertaining. I'm also low-key lightheaded as well. Oh my god. I don't ever get lightheaded. That is a weird sensation to feel all of a sudden. I get all cranky. Sorry, my mind is meme right now. I'm not even gonna say that because no one else thought about that. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. It really was. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions... Oh, Jesus Christ. That scared me. Yo, Reese, thank you for the gifted sub, dude. I appreciate that. Let me read you lot's messages real quick now that I'm looking at chat. Defo funny, people watch this guy. Doki Doki belongs to us now. We are, they can't. Wait, what? Oh, you guys are sticking around and I don't know. I just wanted to test it. Oh, well, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. I've never done it before. I think I've gifted a sub once or twice. Back when I had money to be doing that, but I'm broke. I'm a broke ass bitch right now. But yeah. It says I gifted 2. They've gifted a total of 2 in the channel. Oh. Yeah, I think you did a while ago maybe actually, yeah. Lynn, how can I gift you one? And I dodged that shit, I'm a pro. Wait, well now you did, and I dodged that shit, I'm a pro. No. you can choose who you gift, but I think you have to like click the name first or something. I can't remember. But I don't know. There is a way to choose though, but if you don't choose, then it's random. I don't speak money. Nov nov nov. Thanks for the gift sub. Oh, novelist, right. I was wondering what nov 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 was. Thinking dot dot dot. My guy, thanks. Is he trying to be cringe? Why is he talking like this, Jack? Yo, thank you for the another gifted sub to Lynn. I appreciate it so much, dude. Thank you. Yo, you guys have no ads of this pure S tier voice acting. You guys show your appreciation to Reese. You owe him big time. It's Christmas in my country. Oh damn. Okay. Let's see. Natsuki's talking. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kyoto did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Damn. I don't think she realizes how much of a savage comment that was. And Kyoto liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kyoto appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew. Jesus Christ, I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kyoto started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I can't do both voices at once. But yeah, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kyoto, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kyoto. Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kyoto? Um, well... Wow, I'm losing my voice. That was meant to be deeper than planned. Or done. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh shit, you choose. I could do the pussy route and be like, help me, Sayori. The thing is though, like when it comes to me personally, I understand both perspectives. I understand Yuri, like, it is good to express yourself with these a bit more complicated words. And it does feel good as someone, if you are someone who understands those words and you're using them. But with Natsuki as well, I also understand because, like I said, my vocab isn't the greatest. Like, it's okay. I don't understand some big words. So I do like the simple things as well. And not even just for the sake of understanding. Sometimes simple just... It just makes the point, if that makes sense. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm looking at chat. I'm just scrolling up. I can now stockpile even more very useful coins. Oh, right, because you're a sub now. Now there's no excuse. We all suffered the Doki Doki voice acted together. What do you mean suffer? What the fuck? I thought you was enjoying this shit. Damn, Yuri demolished her. She really did. Yuri was actually savage, and I don't even think she realizes it either. Crazy. Speaking of fighting, damn bro, her boobs, that horn dog nature. No, don't be a fence rider. Help shy girl. I mean, I want to lean more towards Yuri. I think Natsuki is just being overly defensive. I don't really want to take the pussy route out. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I think I did do that the first time, but I'm just gonna go with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. True. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. True. He's spitting. That's why Netsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. Love myself Netsuki's face. This, or did it change? I haven't been paying too much attention to the thingy. I'm more so just reading. But I should probably pay more attention to the facial expressions as well. That's why Netsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. Sorry, I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh. Also, sorry, I have to say, this has popped up a few times with Yuri. I don't even know if I'm reading this right. I've just been going, ooh. I don't even know if that's right, but yeah. But Netsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki? Oh wait, it's not me. Natsuki? Pardon me. I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... Oh, shit, it's me. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Okay. That sucks. See, this is what I don't want. I'm not trying to make people feel shitty. So maybe I should have went for the other option. Yeah, that's sad that she threw it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Kyoto. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. What are you guys saying? No, it stayed the same. She just seemed so outraged. Yeah, I think she was. He's only paying attention to the boobs? No. No, I'm not. I'm reading the text, bro. I'm so locked in on trying to do good voice acting that I'm actually not even looking at the artwork. Ooh, Kyoto 2025. True, where's the boobs? Yeah, go for a walk, Goofy. Go get yourself a Greg's and tell your story walking. Go get a Greg's is like the most British thing we could say. Well, that's a whole ass lie. Yuri absolutely burnt Natsuki like it was a barbecue. She really did. I think they were both in the wrong there, but obviously it didn't come out that way in game. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly... I thought she went. Kyoto, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think I'm talking too slow with Monica because I'm kind of doing it how I do Yuri. I need to like speak a little faster with her, I think. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Kyoto! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Ehehe. Sayori beams. Did I double click? Okay, I keep double clicking by accident, but I don't think it's registering. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I'll be right back, or maybe not. I'll be going home soon. Maybe I'll see Yuri on the way. Hey, what the hell? And alright, dude, get home safe. And if I don't see you, I actually forgot you was at work. Damn, my guy watching Doki Doki stream at work. But yeah, if I don't see you again tonight, thank you for being here. Thanks again for the gifted subs, and I will see you next time. Where's the scene change? Scene change? Or like we just changed now, didn't we? We're outside now. I don't know if this is at home. She went for a walk, not home. Yeah, but she came back immediately. I thought she would have been gone for a bit. Well, actually, how long do you plan to keep the streams? Honestly, I didn't really think about that this time round. And I've just realized we're 2.5 hours in. Maybe we can go up to 3 hours. Wait, what time is it? It's kind of late for you guys. Well, no, it's late for Lynn. The rest of you are same time zone as me. Voltron's behind, so it should be fine for him. I could try wrap up soon. Because I don't want to, like, keep you up all night. Maybe I'll go through one more little scene. I'll go through this scene with Sayori maybe, and we'll see then. But we'll try to do him like 2 to 3 hours at least. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kyoto, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. That's not the issue, but more so to find a good place to end. That's also a good point. Hold your pants on, player Kyoto. Yeah, he's honestly though, he's acting like an average teenager, I feel like. I feel like you try to give this club thing a try, and even though you were kind of against at first, you see that not just one, but 4 cute girls are in this club, and that's literally it as well. It's like, yeah, that would do a lot to a teenage boy with all the hormones that are going through them. And not just the boys, by the way. You can tell it's affecting the girls, because Sayori just said that they don't usually argue like that. So it seems like, I think with Yuri, it seems kind of clear as day that she has some interest in the character. Maybe not necessarily romantic yet, but that is the vibe I'm getting. But it might just be more excited to just make a new friend, you know. Natsuki seems the same, but I think with Natsuki, it's more so about impressing people. It might not necessarily be she has romantic feelings for the guy. But I don't know. Obviously, I think the game's gonna build to that, because I think this is mostly a romance as far as I know. However, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a bit of a curveball. Maybe it's not as much romance as I think it is. I was thinking this could be a good place to stop, because we're about to choose another poem. But are you guys gonna be around for like another hour? Like, if everyone's gonna be around for like another hour, then I can try and get through to the next poem. Nibble. Don't forget to save. Oh, is the save not auto? I did see this, but I thought maybe it was auto save. Oh wow, it's not auto save. Okay, we gotta remember that. Oh shit, wait, you know, I didn't check. I didn't check if this was on my D drive or my C drive. Fuck's sake, man. I hope it's on my C drive, because I've had this game installed for a long time. Well, it is a decade old, yeah. Oh hell no. I'm hoping it's on my C drive. The driver issues, yeah. Hopefully. Hold on, let me take a gander. Okay, it seems to be working right now, my D drive, so that should be fine regardless. Should we continue though? I feel like this is a good place to call it for now. But I kind of want to keep going as well. But I know it is late. It's almost 11. So maybe I call it. I'm not sure if I can stay for more than 1 hour or about... Yeah, I feel like... I don't know how long it will be until the next poem. I feel like in between poems is like a good place to save and call it, but... I don't know. We can... We'll call it here for now. I think we'll call it here for now, and then on the next Doki Doki stream, we will try to start earlier. Because I streamed twice today. I did like a 3-hour Hades stream, and then I streamed this, so... We'll try and maybe start earlier with the Doki streams, but also maybe do them a bit longer, like maybe 3 to 4 hours. Because I'm also really enjoying this, by the way. Like I'm having a lot of fun. And you guys seem to be loving it just as much as I am. So yeah, maybe we'll call it here. If I knew how long, I'd say, but generally have no idea. No, it's not just that. I know for a start, you're 2 hours ahead of me, which sucks. I don't want to be forcing people to stay up late for this. And also, I went bed early yesterday, and I want to maintain that. The tiredness hasn't really hit me yet, but I think once I stop, it will hit me. So yeah, I'm here in the background. I don't want people to be like falling behind and stuff to the point that they have to watch VODs. Like, I know this is a lot better in person, so I think maybe I'll call it for now and maybe get back to it tomorrow. And obviously just start earlier, because I don't want to mess up my pattern. If I go another hour, I'm more than likely gonna mess up my sleep pattern. So I'm gonna call it here, I think. It's up to you really. Or should we go through our words first and then call it? Or is it better? No, maybe it's better I do the words after, actually, so I have it fresh in my memory, because I will 100% forget like some of the words I've chose. Let me save again just to confirm. We will call it. How do I go main menu? Oh. But this game is really fun. It's I mean, I knew it was gonna be good because I played that little bit. I think with the boys when we were drunk, I think we chose the second potion. Not potion. What am I on about? The second poem. I think we chose the second poem, and that was it. Like that's pretty much as far as I've gotten. So what? Almost like, and it was also fucking ages ago. This was back when I first got my PC. So that's like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. So yeah, my memory of it's like not there. For the beginning anyway. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game. I do like the characters as well. Even though she's like a tsundere, whatever. It's not too bad actually. Like sometimes those type of characters are tolerable. I can tolerate them, but I think because there's no voice acting, like I don't hear that like cringe. I think that's what makes it a bit easier to tolerate. But I don't usually hate on those characters too much, but sometimes it can be too much. I think it more so just depends on the character and the voice acting. Um, I think when it comes to who I relate to personally the most, I think Yuri. Yuri seems to be vibing with the shit that I like. Except horror. Horror is probably the exception. But to be fair, I have enjoyed some horrors in the past. I just don't really go out of my way to experience it. And Netsuki as well, because she's a weeb. I'm a weeb. Don't really know much about Sayori and Monaco. We don't really know much about either. Both seem nice, but other than that, I don't really know. I guess I relate to Sayori that I can sometimes be an airhead. So I guess a bit relatable. But yeah, very likable characters. I kind of want to see what the main guy looks like, because it seems like these two at least have fallen for him like immediately, perhaps. These two maybe not as much, but maybe she's had a crush on him for a long time because they are childhood friends. I don't know, but he's got to look like a Giga Chad, bro. The moment I show up, these two are already beefing. Like, it's crazy. We're getting these ladies very emotional, I guess. But yeah, got that chiseled face. He probably does, bro. Puberty probably hit him like immediately. The Giga Chad bill. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot. I get the feeling we probably won't see what he looks like. Which is kind of a shame, because in Katara Shoujo you saw what the character looked like who you played as, which was pretty cool. But obviously I know not all visual novels are like that. Honestly, this is really motivating me to play other visual novels as well. Because the only one I played is Katara Shoujo. And assuming this one is full-on romance as well, which I'm assuming it is because people came in and said, who are you dating, even though I just started. It makes me think I should try a visual novel that isn't romance. Even though I love romance, don't get me wrong, I do. I feel like I should definitely stream a game or a visual novel, sorry, that isn't a romance, just to see what it's like. And I know Sean will know others. I know Sean has recommended others before, but I didn't end up trying it. So I could talk to Sean about it. Or if you guys know a good one, I could ask you guys. Not at the same time though. Maybe once we're done with Doki, we can go to another one, depending how interested I get in whichever recommendation comes my way. But I've always liked visual novels. I just don't really make time for it. It's like reading a book. I enjoy it, but I don't make time to do it. But this, I think, is actually really good streaming content. So I'll be down to do more of this. Do I have anything else to say on it so far? I like the poem mechanics, how I get to choose words. I wish I got to see my poem, though. I didn't get to see my poem. Maybe I will later on. But yeah. I enjoy getting to choose the words. I don't know why. That is satisfying for some reason. It's fun. It puts a bit of me into the game. And I'm also glad you guys are enjoying it a lot as well. I know sometimes I stream games that might not necessarily pique you lot's interest, or maybe just not as much as this is. Like, we've been having fucking jokes. I was crying. I was dead ass crying tears earlier with with the breakfast shit, bro. But yeah, I had a really good time. And also the Hades stream was good earlier as well. It was a good streaming day today. But my voice is so sore. But yeah, thank you to all of you for tuning in. I'm off to sleep, and yeah, it's been an amazing time. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and have a good sleep, dude. Thank you for being in both streams as well. I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you for being here, Lynn. Jack, I love you too. Thank you for being here. Next Gen Novelist, thank you for being here as well. Thank you for the gifted subs. Black Voltron, thank you for being here. Zemanuel, thank you for the follow. If you liked, thank you for the like. Hope you enjoyed. I don't know if I can scroll back far enough for the first time chatters. There was a Monica. Yeah, there she is. Monica Posey. Thank you for watching, I guess. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for not spoiling anything as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you to all the other first time chatters who didn't spoil either. Thank you to you guys who didn't spoil. Yeah, the other first time chatters, I can't see your names anymore, but to everyone that did pop in, thank you. If you lurked, I appreciate that. If any of my regular followers were lurking, thank you for the lurks. I appreciate that as well. I'm gonna try and stream more of this tomorrow because I am really enjoying this, but we'll see how my throat is in the morning. Because it's actually kind of hurting. But yeah, if I don't stream this tomorrow, it'll probably just be Hades, which isn't as much reading. But yeah, good night. Enjoy the rest of your night, or day, wherever you're from. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.